Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Deep Space Carrier series. In the last episode, we made our way to the next stream waypoint that our fleet carrier is going to be stopping at, and we found a system with the system had 4 ring systems in it, 4 icy ring systems in it, and not a single tritium hotspot in any of it. So we are currently on the hunt, trying to find some more icy rings to hopefully find a tritium hotspot near where our carrier is going to be. Now, we don't need the tritium. We have plenty of tritium on board to do a bunch more jumps before we're going to run out of what we have available to us. But at the same time, I don't want to be in the wasteful mindset of just assuming that everything's fine and not trying to, stock up as when and where we can. And also, it just helps out with more content variety to, be on the lookout for tritium and do some mining when we can. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. We do have this particular body here that has a couple of biological sources on it. I don't recall if it was a high metal content planet, but it does have 2 biological sources on it. And if it is a high metal content planet, let me see, what am I doing here? Is it Rocky World? So realistically, it's probably not going to be Stratum Tectonicus, but we'll go give it a shot. How did I screw that up? All right, well, we'll overshoot because, it's going to punish me one way or the other, no matter how much I try to save it. Before we get too far in the video, I'd like to ask you to help us to reach our next major channel milestone of 10,000 subscribers by clicking that subscribe button. The number doesn't go up unless you actually press the button, so be sure to go ahead and do that right now. And then when you're done, also click the like button to help the videos be spread out to other people so that they have a chance to subscribe. And then when you're done watching this video, we have 1,500 plus other videos on the channel, organized in a nice, neat little playlist, and I am a pretty eclectic gamer, so there's going to be something on there that probably catches your interest. So go check that out, peruse the various games that we've gone through, and find something that catches your fancy. We're going to go over here, scan this body. If there's nothing interesting as far as the name goes, I'm not going to waste the time going down to the planet and doing the scans, because I mostly want to see if we can find a tritium hotspot. I'd really like to find that. I know we don't need it, but I kind of want to be. What's the word? I kind of want to follow the way we're going to be out in the black when we don't have access to, the ability to just buy tritium whenever we want. I want to just get myself in the habit of doing that. And then if we run out of time and we get to Sunday and we haven't found a tritium place around here, then it is what it is.
Surface scan complete.
How is there stratum here? I'm not going to complain, but if we get first footfall on this guy and it's Stratum Tectonicus, dude. 90 million credits. Easy. So, yeah, we're going down. So, we want to see first footfall. That's what we want. First footfall. And then we want to see Stratum Tectonicus. I mean, on a rocky body, it could be any kind of stratum. So, I mean, let's not get our hopes up too much, but there's a good chance this could be Stratum Tectonicus, because anytime I have a non-icy world that has two signatures on it, it's usually bacteria and Stratum Tectonicus. And then if you can get the first footfall for the Stratum Tectonicus, that's 90 million credits, and I'm a big fan of that. That's almost 3 weeks worth of carrier payments in one sample, if we can get first footfall. So please give that to me. I would love it. But the big reason I want to find a tritium hotspot nearby is so that when we do our carrier reposition on Sunday, we can get the carrier parked, and then I can do a mining episode as the next episode that we do, so that we have some variety in the content. So every episode isn't just me running around looking for exobiology stuff. So it breaks up that monotony a little bit by having different things to do. That's the thought process behind all of that. So let's get down here, find out what kind of stratum we have here. That's the first part. bacteria. It's the other kind of stratum. I had a feeling when it was just a rocky body that it was going to be something other than stratum tectonicus. So let's just hope we get the first footfall here then. We're still close enough to the bubble and we're on a heavily traveled route. So there's a good chance that we're not going to get it, but if we can at least get the first footfall, that will make both of these samples much more valuable. Yeah, we didn't get first footfall. So since we stopped here, I'm going to go ahead and grab them, but this is not... This realistically probably was not a very good use of our time. I got excited by the fact that it was a two-body system, but realistically, we should have just passed this by. Okay. Since we came down here, it makes sense to just grab everything, so that way we get as much money out of the time we spent coming down here as we can. But and also just because the bacteria is really easy to spot, we're not going to have to hunt and peck around for it, so it makes sense to just kind of go grab it. But yeah, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks that it didn't turn out to be the Tectonicus. But realistically, it's going to be on a high metal content planet. That's almost it's almost always where you find them. So, you know, it is what it is. That didn't go quite according to the plan that I had in my head, but whatever. Oh, how I wish we had ship interiors. I was saying, like, if we could get the Beluga set up, if we could get the Beluga modified in a way that allowed us to carry a ship that could, a small ship that could come down and do the landings for us, and we could just leave the Beluga up and orbit it, and we had ship interiors, I wouldn't need a fleet carrier. I'd just take the Beluga out all the time and then have the small ship for, like, have the DBX, or, I mean, even all we would really need, was that the third one? I think that was the third one. I was probably supposed to stop there. That's fine. We'll go land and grab this guy then. This is why I fly with shields. So that I don't have to be super careful. You could probably just fly around in the Sidewinder. I would want something that's super maneuverable. So, you know, we'd probably take the Imperial Courier out, because that's super fast and highly maneuverable, and I'm able to fling that thing around pretty crazy. But yeah, that would be a pretty sweet. That would be a pretty sweet update to the Beluga. I mean, honestly, even if they didn't necessarily well, I don't know. The Beluga has a couple of other problems that really need to be addressed if we wanted to make it into a decent exploring platform, outside of just making it so that you could, you know, deploy a smaller ship from the hangar or whatever. But it also needs a much bigger frame shift drive so that it can compete with the Anaconda for jump distance, and it also needs another. It needs to have like, I understand they don't want to give the Class 8. I think it's a Class 8 internal slot to the Beluga because of competition reasons or whatever like that, but they could make it to where the Class 8 slot was only for a fuel scoop. Like, they could program that into the game relatively easily by just creating a new type of internal module that is for fuel scoops only, just to make it something that can compete for exploration. Let's see. Where's this last bacteria? Come on. Here we go. Spent a little bit more time here than I really wanted to, but whatever. Nothing we can do about it. We'll hop into another system nearby and hopefully find ourselves a tritium hotspot. That would be pretty sweet. my spreadsheet back up. So we are trying to not go back to AB-A. Let's see here. Trying to stay relatively close to where we were. So we don't want to go to AB-A B20-04. Okay. I don't know. This is kind of ridiculous. So this is our destination for the fleet carrier. And the reason I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do this guy here. Why I pressed that button? That was kind of dumb.
Frameshift drive charging. 4.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive charging.
I have to say, man, that Super Cruise, the ability to use the SCO to just get yourself quickly out of the gravity well. Mwah. Love it. Alright, give me tritium. Gimme. Gimme the tritium. I need it now. Tritium, please. I have to look over it myself because I have the camera thing so small that if I just fling my hands up, they're off to the side of my hand. They're off the sides of the camera. But I don't want to show too much of my stuff behind me. So kind of a necessity to just do that. Why is my fuel so... Oh, the SCO uses up a lot of fuel. That's what it is. Uses up a lot of fuel. I'm like, I haven't been making big jumps. Why is my fuel going down so fast? Oh, because we did like 20,000 freaking light seconds in one of the previous systems. That would do it. All right. Ooh. Ooh. I think we have some juicy ice giants back here. So let's go see if we can get some rings out of these. No. 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 Come on. Give me a ring. Give me a ring system. Give me a ring system. You know you want to. You know you want to. You son of a bitch. Water giant. That sucks. So unfortunate.
System scan complete.
Not maps. Galaxy map. Galaxy map. Let's go to this guy here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe this next one will have what we're looking for. I'm still looking for biology. Don't worry. Like if we find a decent looking prospect for exobiology, we'll go land and do that. We still got a couple more episodes. We still got a couple more episodes that I have to record tomorrow to get us to Sunday. So we have time. We're not like in a super crazy rush that we need to hurry up and do it. But my primary goal, once we get to the area around where we're going to be jumping the carrier, ending the stream, and all of that stuff, is going to be to find tritium. So that way we have something to at least go do a mining episode. Okay. 14 bodies. I mean, at this point, I'd like to find something that has like 40 bodies in it so that we can actually find what we're looking for. Gas giants. All right. I need you.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Stupid star. All right. Let's see here. What is this? Hey, we have some rings. We're going to go check that out. We have another. Just a gas giant. No rings on that one, but that's okay. I need to go back and look at the bodies around that other one. I was geological. I saw ogical, and I was like, maybe that's what we're looking for. Geological. Geological. Or nothing. Geological. And geological. Yay! Alright, where was this other one that we saw? Looking for one. Geological. Geological. Geological.
Scan complete.
Go figure. Okay, get ourselves turned around.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
220-ish. Why did I do that? I freaked out because I didn't have my finger on the button. I pulled my finger off the button, and then I was like, oh crap, I gotta press the button. Duh. So now we're gonna waste time doing this because I spazzed out for a second. I'll figure it out one of these days. So I'm gonna assume that everything's in line with the system. It looks kind of like it is, so we're going to want to approach it from the top to get over here and get our ring system scanned. Now we just have to cross our fingers and hope that we're finding tritium. Oh, you know what? I think I remember seeing somewhere that certain types of stars are more likely to have planets with tritium rings in them. I may have to go look that up. Let me know in the comments. I actually need to go look that up again, because now I'm like, there's a memory vestige in there that's saying that I saw something about there's 3 different kinds of stars that are more likely to give you tritium, and I don't remember what they were. Come on, tritium, tritium, tritium. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Surface scan complete.
Okay. And low temperature diamonds, all kinds of stuff except what we're looking for. Okay, well, next up.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, we didn't find any biology here either, so it's fine. I mean, I don't know. Definitely need to look at the whole... see if there's a guide or something somewhere that tells me that, because I think I looked it up and it said something to the effect of, like, there were 3 specific types of stars that you had a high chance of, or at least a relatively high chance of finding tritium in them, and I think that's probably the issue that we're going to be running into. I don't necessarily want to...
Fuel scooping.
I don't necessarily want to limit our entire exploration to just those types of stars, because then we're going to have a good chance of missing out on... we're going to have a good chance of missing out on...
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
on cool and interesting things, but... there's some rings there, but that did not look like... geological again. Lots and lots of geological stuff going on. Hey, gas giant with ammonia based. I don't know. That doesn't strike me as an icy ring. Or geological. I feel like there's... okay, asteroid belts. Like, I could see highlights there, but I wasn't sure what was going on with that. The Class 3 gas giant. Thing. Nothing. Nothing. So, there should be one more of these. Hey, another gas giant. Sweet. And another icy body. Let's go look at the rings for these and see if there's any ice in any of them. Rocky. Icy. Rocky and icy. Icy. Okay, let's get ourselves turned off in this direction and hope that one of these has a tritium hotspot in it. 159. Come from under it down here. Oh, it looks like it's actually off to the side. I thought we were going over to like right here, but it turns out it's this one up here, so this is the way that this one looks like it's going. All right, cross your fingers. Will it to be tritium? Will it? The will and the word. Bonus points if you know what book series that is. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites. I don't want to give away too much. Because if you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. The will and the word. Okay. Give us tritium. 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 Tritium.
Surface scan complete.
Not looking good. Wait. Oh, because I'm stupid. Oh no, that's the one. Icy? It was only icy. This one's rocky and icy, so we'll see. Just gotta make sure we look at the outer ring. Yeah, 371. 371C. Didn't quite get it. I think once we start getting at like 2,000-3,000 light seconds, we just gotta do the 7-second thing. I think that's probably the way that that ends up working.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Can't tell where the rings are. We ended up... Oh my god, we ended up right where I didn't want to be. That was the whole point of me trying to fling around like this, hoping that I would end up under it. But nope. I have to say, ringed planets are the best looking planets. Almost always. I'm a big fan of ringed planets. The jewels of the galaxy. Alright, well, it's easy to figure out which one of these is the icy ring. It's nice and super white, too, which means, which I'm hoping is a good sign. I'm hoping it means that there's going to be lots and lots of stuff here, like pristine reserves. That would be pretty nice.
Surface scan complete.
That doesn't bode well. Hey, tritium hotspots. All right, cool. Am I able to bookmark this, or do I have to just bookmark the planet? So we have a couple of tritium hotspots here. That is sweet. So now, what I want to do is I want to come over here. I want to grab this, and then I want to bookmark this, and we want to call this tritium mining. Whatever. We'll add it to our favorites, and we'll just update this every time we go. So, That being said, since we didn't find anything cool as far as biology goes and all of that, at this point, I think what we're going to do is, because it should, the likelihood of jumping to the same bodies that we went to on our way here is pretty small, so I'm going to set our destination back to our fleet kit. I was under the impression that okay, there we go. So why do I have... Can I get rid of this one then? Oh, okay. So my squadron bookmark... I just need to make sure I'm using my squadron bookmark. So let me just get rid of this thing, because I don't want to do anything stupid like accidentally start heading to that one and waste a bunch of time. Right? So now we have the squadron bookmark, and this should update as we go, right? And it's also here on my favorites. So this is where we're going to head. So we're going to spend the next couple of episodes heading back to the fleet carrier. We may change the policy on that as we continue with the journey. I know we can just move the fleet carrier from wherever we are, and we could just bring the fleet carrier to us. But my thought process, for those of you who haven't heard me say this already, is that the live streams are supposed to be a chance for anybody who's on the trip with us or who wants to come join the trip with us to hang out on the fleet carrier together while we do the jumps. And just, you know, make it a social kind of thing. So we'll spend the next couple of days heading back. Now I don't need to look for tritium hotspots. We found our mining thing for the next one, and we can just focus on exobiology for the next couple of episodes. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and call that a day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to click the like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will spread the video out to other people. Help us reach 10,000 subscribers by clicking that subscribe button right now. The number doesn't go up unless you press the button. Join the channel as a member if you'd like to support our work. You get exclusive access to certain things, such as early access to video, among other things, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. So again, thank you very much for watching this episode of Elite Dangerous Deep Space Carrier. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.